Hey, AJ here. Guess what we found? Driver Jamie from the Moto Academy bought a brand new 2023 RMZ450. It just got a podium last weekend with Roxon at whatever the heck race that was. Can't even remember which one. What was
Anaheim
it?
2.
Anaheim 2. One lap, everyone knows the rules. I'm gonna give this thing a test ride, give it my handy dandy score, and see if they're worth buying. Do you wanna save some money on a new bike? It looks pretty good. Yeah, so we'll see. All right.
Wait, have you ever done a rate it, but before you ride it, and then see if your expectations like line up?
Oh, like give it a score before
Yeah, like what do you think it's gonna rate?
Oh, it's hard to say.
I mean, there's no right or wrong. It's just like,
Let's see. I mean, if I had to guess, I'm gonna guess probably like a 6.1.
whoa, really?
That would be my guess.
All right.
Who knows? Could go either way. I gotta find goggles, first of all. All right, guys, before we get back to this video, if you want to train with me in person, make sure you head over to tour.themotoacademy.com. We have a bunch of classes coming up on the schedule. See where we'll be training and join us. Okay, back to the video.
Is this now become one kick, everybody knows the rules?
One kick, everybody knows the rules. Haven't done this in a while. Come on, first kick, baby. Yep. Feels nice. When I was little, I used to, whenever I got on a different bike, I would always be so weirded out for the first little bit because I would just stare at my front fender and notice that it was a different color. I was just about to jump that on the track, but I forgot there was people out there. All right, hold on. Everything's moving. Whoa, that rear brake's way too low. Comfortable already. Just can't see anything. The sun is horrible. Can't see. Wow. Holy cow, that sun. The sun is in my eyes so bad. Well, okay. That was a roller coaster ride of emotions. There were moments, let me put it this way. It's got potential. Now, as is, which I have to score it based on as is, and then I'll go more in depth after one lap. Everyone knows the rules.
What did we say before? 6.1?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 6.7.
Oh.
So slightly higher than the original anticipated guess. Now, that's as is. Let's explain. Chassis has a lot of potential. The bars, the chassis, all of it sits and feels very comfortable. Easy to flick around and throw around as if it's not a 450, which is nice. Now, here's the negatives about it. Suspension, horrible. It just blows through. I mean, I thought I broke my wrist at one point, and I would have been, could you imagine if I just ended my season just then?
Was that when you did the step down?
No, not even then. It was just going down a straightaway, and it hit a bump, and it blew through and bottomed out so bad that my hand blew off, and I was like, geez. Could you get there with clickers? Probably not, but could you get there with different suspension altogether? Yeah, absolutely. The throttle delivery, not great. It has like a little bit of a hiccup. It just takes a little bit to get going, which always, what that does is that always makes me dip into the turn a little bit. That's probably an easy fix.
It is, it comes with 3 couplings.
Oh, yeah. Let's see, what else? Controls, fine. Front brake, rear brake, fine. Your rear brake's adjusted way too low.
Yeah.
So I have to reach my foot like crazy to hit it, but that's just an adjustment. Clutch, fine. Motor, as far as power, fine. So to be quite honest, I rank it low because this is the thing. This is like a what, 2023, but they haven't changed it since when?
18.
Oh, what did they change in 18 from before?
Graphics, I don't know.
So it really hasn't been changed for kind of a while. Bikes nowadays, you go out and buy a new Honda, you go out and buy a new Yamaha, and you can pretty much ride it as is and have it be really, really good. This thing needs a couple of things. But I think it's got potential. The suspension was the biggest thing for me. Like the chassis felt really quite nice. You could see me kind of flicking around a little bit. It corners great, leans into the corners super nice. You don't have to fight it at all, which is good. I'd love to try one of these with good suspension. Like I'd love to try like Kenny's bike on a supercross track and see what that feels like, because I bet you it's pretty darn good. Because everything else, not horrible at all. This is also, keep in mind guys, take this rating with a grain of salt. I've got chapped lips. I'm slightly sick, so my attitude might not be very well. If I woke up on the right side of the bed this morning, that could have very easily been a 7.5 instead of a 6.
So we have to account for a 15% variability in your rating due to chapped lips.
Yes, at least 15%.
At least 15%.
Yeah, maybe greater.
All things considered, I don't think it's bad.
No, for how much money did you pay for this?
$53 out the door.
He paid $5,300 out the door for a 2023 450. Now, you go and spend $5,300 and then you spend $1,000 at most on getting suspension done the right way, and I think you have yourself a really good bike for $6,300. How much is a 450 normally?
Oh, we're
9 or 10 or 11?
We're 10 out the door,
Whew.
more, yeah.
Yeah, so if you could find one for that much of a bargain, I would say why not? There you have it, one lap, everyone knows the rules. Haven't done one of these in a long, long time, so we're a little rusty with it, but all good. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the Moto Academy. Sublimated into gear nowadays because things are different now. Okay, toodaloo.
Get ready for race.